This is a historic little
What do you want?
event. Oh, right in front of here.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Like being Florida. He always looks better than me. No.
We already have a guy who crawls on walls and spins webs. We already have a guy who's the god of thunder and a fellow who's got green skin and he breaks through buildings up and so forth. But since some viewers might not speak fluent Skrull, we'll use our mighty Marvel language converter. As a matter of fact, our sales have tripled in the past 3 years, which is quite a publishing phenomenon.
Slower, but still got 7.
No, you promised we were going to take this very serious.
Oh, hey, come on, I love this stuff for my youth.
I mean, my...
Spidey's 30th birthday. What do you get Spider-Man for 30?
Them in countless horror movies, they usually referred to as the dead who walk. Now, what can they possibly have to do with Tony Stark or his armored alter ego, the invincible Iron Man?
Well, I have a good feeling about this. Yeah. Peter's the guy building it. I just follow along, you know.
What a great team. You got a great guy.
He's just terrific. I never would have done this. When my contract ended, he said, hey, Stan, now you're free. Let me build a company. If he could do it for me, imagine what he could do for you guys.
It's going to be the synergy.
200 to 300 fan letters every day, probably as much as the Beatles. I spend most of my time reading the mail and quite a lot of time answering it. During this time, I think I've learned a lot about what young people think. More importantly, I think I've learned a lot about what young people are.
Wouldn't want to change anything about me.
Gee, you're definitely not the same guy I've been writing about all these years.
My guest is somebody who is not only an old friend and associate, but one of the genuine talented movers and shakers of our business, Roy Thomas. So I figured, okay, if we have to do a team, that's fine, but we're going to do it differently than anybody else does it. So instead of a lot of good guys who always won at the end and they were brilliant and they were superior to the villains and they never did anything wrong, we came up with the Fantastic Four, who inevitably did something wrong.
Paid dividends down the line. A lot of people seem to be short-sighted on a lot of things. So,
how does it feel to know that someday in the future they'll talk of you as the man who popularized three-dimensional perspective webbing? I mean, boy, that's a distinctive trait. Nobody else will have anything like that.
Since moving to work at Marvel's production center in California, Lee has acquired a home with a pool, a pair of sunglasses we never saw him take off, and a position as an elder statesman with the folks back at the Marvel offices in New York. Stan still contributes to special issues.
And then another thing you might jot down, Jim. On page 13, he had his helmet on, and
Believers. I'm Stan Lee, co-author of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, and creator of Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, and a whole caboodle of other comic book characters that my legendary modesty prevents me from mentioning. Now, I'll be your host and guide as we journey together along the rambunctious road to comic book artistry, which is to say, it looks like we're stuck with each other for the next little while.
What is it that you're known for?
You got to be kidding.
I am, of course.
Well, originally I created Courageous Cat.
That was that animated show.
Yeah, an
you
animated
did, right?
cartoon. But I think when I was 18, I tripped across a character called Batman.
How do you pronounce it?
Bat-man? B-A-T-man. It was called Batman by Robert Kane. In 1939, when I was 3 years old, Stan. That's when I created the Batman. I'm now 42 on my good days. Anyway, Batman is my claim to infamy.
Yeah, I always thought it was the cat things to think about because you always want something different. I remembered we had a character called the Human Torch who was very popular, and he was a guy. I mean, it's an everyday occurrence. He could burst in flame and fly. So it occurred to me, why not do the opposite? So that was Iceman.
Hey, true believers, I'm Stan Lee, and I want to tell you about the most fantastic sweepstakes ever. How would you like to work with me for a day as editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics? Just enter the Kmart and Marvel Comics Watch and Win sweepstakes this May and June. Get your Watch and Win scratch-off game card at participating Kmart restaurants and win one of 18 million discounts on Kmart food and drinks, plus 2,500 other prizes. Just watch the Marvel Action Hour and answer my questions. Details at participating Kmart restaurants.
Boom! Here we go. Did I scare you? We're live. StanUARY, day 15 on day 20, we're like 5 days behind. We got I don't know. I wanted to stream last night, couldn't do it. I wanted to stream at 5 o'clock today. Some of you might have seen I canceled that. I relatively was up all night working on akapad.com, making leaps and bounds. Had to be up early today, get into the office, continued working onto the website, saw a friend, had a good time. You know, it's just almost like liquid lunch type stuff. Did manage to hit the comic shop. But when I came back, I was so exhausted, and I thought I could power through. I guess I suck. So here's to Red Bull, because we need Red Bull. Total excellence. What, dude? Total excellence. Thank you for that link, dude. But oh my god, X-Men Genesis is like $50. I had a feeling. It was going to be up there. So I'm trying to figure that out. I still want to do a stream. But dude, thank you. Thanks. And Justin, dude, my brother in arms, our co-creator of this project is right here. Go follow him. But first, let me crack this open. And Justin, I know you said you were off and you were available. Maybe we can shoot for tomorrow night. But holy crap, I came home today and I completely tanked my, I wanted to do at least 3 streams today. I was going to do 2 StanUARY and same as last week, like 2 StanUARY and 1 Turtle Soup Thursday. But real quick, guys, with all of my craziness, I managed to shoot. We got 2 Stan Lee videos coming, okay? Let me just show you real quick. We're going to be doing the No Prize book, issue 1. If you're not familiar with the No Prize book, this is, this is almost like internet 1.0. It goes to show you that there's never any real consistency when we try and create continuity. But we're going to go through what exactly a No Prize book is and why Stan Lee is so important to the idea. And this is a forgotten contribution to geekdom, to nerddom, to continuity experts, to even like editors and editors-in-chief. And here we go. Cartoonist KFAB beat me to the punch. But I will be doing a blind flip through. It took me forever for these to come off of eBay. I got such a good deal on them. I'll show you guys the box, but I was going to do a live stream reveal of that, okay? But previously, I shot this, okay? But I framed it as a Wildstorm Wednesday and not a Just Imagine. So I'm not exactly sure. This is the only one of this stack that I'm like 1,000% familiar with, because this is one of Jim Lee's absolute best drawn pieces. This is during his golden age, okay? Because to me, Jim Lee's golden age is an X-Men. It's Divine Right, the Wonder Woman Just Imagine one shot, and X-Men, Wildcat, Silver Age. Those 3 pieces. There's a couple later issues that he did the Wildcats that kind of flow into it, but this is technically a different style Jim Lee than what we know from the early issues of Wildcats, Punisher, and X-Men. But yeah, I haven't flipped through Batman in a while. The Stan Lee Just Imagine, Dave Gibbons, okay? Like, come on. And then look, we have John Buscema. Okay, so I think this is like the nice first act. My only other one of these, it's already packed up. It's so destroyed. So I got a lot. The guy had all 4 that I would want to do a conversation with. So we're going to be doing that. We will be continuing StanUARY into the calendar year, okay? And by that, I mean we want to build StanUARY up. So we need a lot of content. We're going to need year-round content for God knows how long to build up the StanUARY sketchbook challenge. So, and today I had to buy this. I had to buy. So for years, this was my only. This is a Porsche Designs mechanical pencil. These retail for like maybe like $250, $300. Okay, and my mechanism for this got busted, but I had a pack. I had a pack of these, cheapy, plastic mechanical pencils, and it took me about like a solid year to burn through them all. I got 2 other like burner packs until I hopefully can fix this and get back to exclusively using it. But I wasn't sure what my lead size was. So I bought one size 5 and one size 7. I mean, these are extra sparkle. Well, so we got some, I guess, got some razzle dazzle on these. Or no, these are the sparkle ones. No, these ones are like, I don't know. But I was going to kind of, we can crack it open real quick. Get to the sketchbook. We're drawing the Inhumans. I already have a couple ideas here. But I wanted this challenge to cross over to the day 14. So day 14 and 15 have 2 panels that are talking to one another. I thought that would be cute. I'm not even sure of the angle here for Medusa's head. Yeah, so size 7 is really different. So we'll just stick with size 7 for now. And we got to dig up some reference. My Amazon tablet is downstairs. I'm just a mess. I feel like I'm in a glazed cage of emotion. Let's just look up the Inhumans. Let's just do that. Inhumans, Marvel. Yeah, it's just funny how when you look up some of this stuff, you get the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like anything rather than the comic book stuff. But here we go. We'll use this as our reference. I have Lockjaw to draw down here, and we have Gorgon. We have like Gorgon is also coming up as a challenge. So we're very close. We're getting 3 Inhuman challenges or prompts. Cheers. Justin, yeah, no worries. Going to start Medusa for Inhumans right now. Loving it. Yeah, is that the name of it? Yes, Medusa is the girl with the crazy red hair. You got it. Ever tried Corotug mechanical? They use mostly. No, maybe are those like dagger ones? Like like it's like almost like a spear because the lead's so freaking thick. I use like really cheap, believe it or not, I use like really cheap material, and mostly that's just because I just focus on like what the task is. Like like I just want to draw. Like I know some, but I also feel like it's really valuable to know your materials, to know like what you need to create. And it sucks because for years that Porsche Designs mechanical pencil was like everything, and it really broke my heart when this stopped taking the lead. It's also though I have to like break off some of the lead to even fit it in here, which is a little bit annoying, and it doesn't hold. It really doesn't. And you know what? They're just talking about it. I'm almost like, the hell with it. Fuck that. It is a little bit too much trouble, but it feels so good in your hand. That's what she said. Yeah, and this one I wanted to. So look, I'm out there and I do nothing but create endless work for myself. But for this, I wanted to do like all black backgrounds. Like I kind of, that really goes to the Inhumans, Marvel Knights, Jay-Z cover, which is one of the like all, not Jay-Z, Jay Lee. And that's like one of the all-time Marvel covers like ever. So here we have, like some of their names too. But I was so upset with myself when I couldn't, when I didn't stream last night, and then, like earlier when I got home, I just hate it. I hate that feeling sometimes of just like pure tiredness, and it's just like, it's like your body just kind of like takes the rest. I hate that. So I'm just going to throw down some lines real quick just to kind of get some momentum. Yeah, but every mechanical pencil to see what works the best. Yeah, that's the process. That is 100% the process. And a lot of people shy away from that. I fully embrace finding what works for you. It can seem a little bit expensive, but down the road, what's expensive in drawing terms is very different than what's expensive in computer terms. And if you're teaching yourself IT, it can get up there. So yeah, I got a lot of art supplies. Yeah, same here. I try and exhaust my art supplies. I try and be at a bare minimum with art supplies. That's just a little bit of the AKA pad method. But yeah, let's just kind of get in there. Let's just draw some Inhumans, Marvel's least popular superhero team, I guess, next to the Eternals. Had a really big brain fart there. Yeah, and the Medusa side of this prompt here is just not, I don't know. I'm kind of like happy with this. I'm kind of not. Whenever you draw Medusa, you want to show off her hair. But I'm kind of like, it's sometimes when things are like too typical, I just can't do it. But Justin, too, man, thank you so much for including me in this. Thank you so much for popping on the stream when you did. It means a lot, buddy. And thank you. You are a general in the AKA Pad Army. Yeah, and the crazy thing is, my freaking friend that I met up with earlier, we were going to try, like, I was going to rush home, do a live stream, and then we were going to go back out. We were going to go to a place called Barcade that has, it's a bar with arcades, and we were going to go there for the rest of the evening and night and day. We were going to have a big old barcade night, but I crashed out, and then he got busy with work. I woke up to a text message of him canceling. I'm just like, thank God. Like, it wasn't me that had to cancel. So here we go. I mean, I think we're getting there a little bit. So the one piece when it comes to the Inhumans, it's this guy named Jose Ladron, who was coming off of probably the greatest run of Cable ever with a guy named Joe Casey. Who Joe Casey was the writer. And Jose Ladron I think, like, just brought enough attention to, at that time, like, a dying X-Men book. And Marvel just he did this, like, colored wash, Inhumans. It was only like 4 issues. It was like a 4-issue Inhumans miniseries for Marvel Knights. And they were really building Inhumans as being almost like the artist franchise. Like, the artists are the ones I wanted to work on Inhumans. And his work on that miniseries is some of the absolute best we've ever seen the Inhuman characters. And it's just like perfectly weird. It's I don't remember too much about the story, but I did want to re-explore that, like, do a video, because he went off to do Hip Flask with who was it, Robert Kraft, for, you know, who does the comic book fonts. What's the company that does the comic book fonts? I think it's Comic Craft, right? And I'm saying Robert Kraft, but that's the owner of the New England Patriots. I think I'm wrong with that. And just Marvel, like, in all, like, I know I bitch sometimes about, like, what happened to some of these characters, but Marvel, like, really diminished how cool Black Bolt is. Like, really kind of tore him down. And Black Bolt was, like, one of the marquee mysteries of the Marvel Universe, next to Wolverine. Because Black Bolt was, like, he didn't talk, and he couldn't talk. And that was just really cool. But they've used that bit to they drove it into the ground. I really hate to say that. And they've just done, like, just too much with him. Like, Black Bolt's a character that really, even in a Inhumans story, like, Black Bolt should just be used at a, like, bare minimum, because you can't do, like, you're still limited, so you are in a little bit of a pickle when it comes just to using Black Bolt. So I know I said I wanted to do, like, black backgrounds, but now I'm like, maybe we should do, like, a different color background. Different color backgrounds. So let's catch up with what Justin's saying. Yeah, I enjoy using lead pencils. I like my lines to be thin and consistent. Yeah, I mean, like, and you know what it is? Like, honestly, when it comes to lead pencils, it's just the speed. I mean, it's just like click, click, zoom, zoom, click, click, click. I go for speed. I really do. Because, you know, like, who wants to spend all of their freaking time? Like, you know, like, let's just sit down and fucking draw. Like shut up and draw type stuff. I'm breaking some of my own process here for these. Yeah, like, without even doing the borders, I'm jumping right into the colors. During the promo tonight, I was, like, rushing to clean up my drawing desk, because it is still, I mean, you can tell, like, everything underneath me. I got Try by Fire under here. I'm really behind on updating TBF for the Indiegogo. I got 3 complete pages for TBF that have to go into the Indiegogo update, and I'm working on another 2. And it's just like, you know, like, just getting time to scan those in. I'm not, I'm not finding it. But here we go. Dude, you know what? Like, I wish I knew some of, like, their names. Like, we know this is Black Bolt, but I forget this guy's name. Like, come on. I fucking suck. But the Inhumans, I was kind of talking to someone, this one guy that's one of our technicians in this one office I go to. Like I pop in there because I have a desk. It's like a courtesy. I appreciate it. But I was just like hanging out there, and he always talks to me about the like the Marvel shoes. And so I get to see things a little bit from like his perspective. And he came right up to me to talk to me about the Eternals movie. And I was just like, I'm like, here we go. Because I'm like, he's going to try and like say he didn't like it, but he doesn't want to quite say it. And, because like the whole idea is like you're almost like socially pressured to love every single freaking Marvel movie. And I was kind of telling him, I'm like, look, the Inhumans, the Eternals, and Guardians of the Galaxy are like the three Marvel comic book properties that like kind of fail when it comes to the publishing. Like never really bestsellers, but perennial in the term that they're always sold, that they're always available. No different than the Flash, Aquaman. It's funny to say Wonder Woman, but like again, but never being like a focus of what moves those books. And James Gunn is like such a freaking genius that he literally found a way to make Guardians of the Galaxy like work in the term of it being a movie. And people just forget that. Like those ideas, people just kind of like they ignore. It's like James Gunn took a property that was nothing, even in the terms of comic book fandom. And he deserves so much credit for that. I mean, technically, he did the same with Suicide Squad. He can just handle, like, James Gunn just handles, like I call it, like, the room full of people. Like, if you put, like, a bunch of actors with James Gunn or, like, tropey characters, he'll figure out what to do with them. He deserves too much credit in my eyes. Too much. But what do we got here? What do we got? The minimalist now that I know what works for me, I have to make reasons to use other supplies until they die. Yeah, I don't know. Like, look, if I have like, look, I'm doing this one like side sketchbook challenge. So I went around and I bought all of these like gel pens, and like I'm just like slowly chipping away at using up all of those gel pens, kind of maximizing the effectiveness of gel pens too. But it's like, my whole objective is to use them all up. Right back at you, bro. Thanks for helping getting the word out. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, just watch Eternals. Meh. Yeah, but see, like, here's the thing with Eternals. Don't you think it's a little bit of a drug pothead movie? Like, not pothead, but like, someone who's like on the Maui Wowie, because there's a similar movie called Zardoz that Sean Connery was in. The movie, it was directed by Sean Connery, and movies like the Eternals and Zardoz and the Chariots of the Gods, these movies resonate because of these like life questions, and it's like creation questions. It's like a creation quest. And I just feel like whenever a movie like The Eternals or Zardoz comes out, it's not ever going to be like a hit. I just think by default it can't be a hit. However, Peacemaker might be one of my favorite superhero shows. Cena is pure gold in that role. Dude, John Cena is ready to go. Dude, I've been a huge John Cena fan. Dude, I have you guys want to? Where is it? Did I pack it up? Where did it go? Well, everyone, we have a fire truck swing. Yeah, guys, hold up. If you guys want to talk about Peacemaker real quick, I'm looking for... Here we go. So check this out, guys. This is what's left over from my original comic book collection. Okay? Dude, I'm a huge Vigilante fan. Okay? This is the only stack. This is a complete run of Vigilante here. Okay? This is the only stack of books I saved from my original comic book collection, okay? Because this is one of the most underrated runs in comic book history. So when I saw that, you know, like that they're using Vigilante in Peacemaker, I was just like, oh my God, there really is just like nothing left. And one of these issues I know is shooting up on eBay. I'm trying to find, but just look at these fucking covers, man. If these covers don't get your jollies off, those ones there were just Mike Grell covers. Yeah, here it is, 36, right? Like, how cool though, right? Like, really effing cool. Yeah, I'm not big on like James Gunn and him like talking down on people, but you know, James Gunn too, coming from the world of trauma. Pad, what is up? Skull Diamond. Holla if you hear me. Everyone go follow Skull Diamond. Skull Diamond, we're drawing the Inhumans, we're talking Peacemaker, talking Vigilante. I'm surprised to this day that Marvel is creating a Moon Knight series. Pretty much Marvel's yeah, it's like, but it's also like, dude, like Marvel busted their nut. I mean, once you do the Infinity War and Thanos, what's left? There's like literally nothing left as of characters you can use. Moon Knight, I think Moon Knight's going to be good because I really love Isaacson, the guy playing Moon Knight. But Moon Knight also, as a comic, maybe up until very recently, who was it? Warren Ellis or Grant Morrison that's been writing Moon Knight? Until very recently, people cared about Moon Knight. And he's been published since like the 60s. Okay, well, I was smoking when I watched the Eternals. Didn't help. Yeah, see, like, I just think it's like, I do think that's the point. But the Eternals, I think, on like a DNA sense, like, like things you can hold in your hand, right? You can't hold a Eternals movie action figure in your hand because it's the most boring shit on earth. That's really what they miss. I think the story and the things that happen inside the Eternals, I don't think it's as bad as where that movie is visually. I need to watch it when I get a chance. Yeah, same here. Vigilante is great in the show. Hell, every character is done well. Yeah, dude, it's there. It's there. Kung Fu Master and oh, I even know that. Cool. Black Bolt is the most awesome character. Yeah, Black Bolt is like there. Skull Diamond. I was talking earlier how like I just feel like they've diminished Black Bolt so much in like the Marvel in Marvel comics because they've just like he's in like every single crossover, and every single crossover he's going to like scream, and you're just like, he should scream like never. Like it just reminds me of an issue of Fantastic Four where Johnny Storm goes like supernova. And that was like during like the whole gimmick era. And that was like it's like an all white cover. And that was such a big deal. Even within comic shops, it was trade acknowledged to the last time he went Nova, and like technically, I think it was only the second time in comic history at that point that he went Nova. And now it's like I think he's gone Nova 4 times since that point. Yeah, good buddy. I know he works with the trauma of both Chicago. He dresses up as that is the yeah. Oh, his dad was an all-star baseball player? I didn't even know that, dude. Just if we're talking about John Cena, I have who is it? Chris Jericho's dad's hockey rookie card. Like, dude, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see if his dad has a rookie card. I'll buy it. Yeah, he has picture of it. Yeah, dude, like it's there's a really good like 2 hour plus documentary on Trauma and Lloyd Kaufman. You can get it on Amazon Prime, and it's like it's only like $10, and you can stream it for like $10. It's probably for free on YouTube. And Lloyd Kaufman just goes through like his path. And dude, like I didn't even know that Lloyd Kaufman was like Ivy League. I didn't know that he relatively is like a real genius. There was like a similar Weird Al Yankovic documentary that I watched, and didn't realize how much of a genius Weird Al was. Then my buddy Jeremy. Oh, okay, Bill Maddock won the title on Saturday. Wow. Dude, no effing way. So wait, so like, can I look up Bill Maddock? Like, dude, how cool is that? Yeah, former baseball player. Like, he comes right up. Like this guy. Let's see. Rookie card. Dude, like right here, right? Dude, look at that design for the 1975 card, though. Holy shit. Love Weird Al. Dude, Weird Al, the lyrics alone, what's the one? It's the it's the Amish one. Amish Paradise, where he's who's he covering that? He's covering Tupac, right? Dude, the Amish Paradise song is so fucking smart. So smart. Dude, crazy. Dude, this is insane. I'm going to get one of these. I'm going to order this. Dude, isn't it funny though? Like just a little bit of a historical note, guys. Look at this. Isn't this crazy how just like normal he looks? Like his body is just fucking normal. Like he's not all roided out. like modern day sports science and medicine, right? Like we build better players from the ground up. But it's just so funny how these guys put up insane numbers and clearly were like not doing anything. It's insane, dude. Like the history of some of the baseball stuff. I love baseball history, by the way. Met him once. Fucking big dude. Yeah, dude, you have to be big to play any pro sport. Coolio. Oh, Coolio. Yes. Look at Justin. Thanks. Yeah, dude, that fucking song. And dude, and I love the Star Wars one, the American Pie cover. And they're not really covers, but a lot of people go to his earlier stuff. But his later stuff is just as dude. I have a Weird Al playlist on Spotify. Like I'm that much of a dork. Back in the day too, off of MySpace, I met a weird one of like the Weird Al dancers that lived in my area for like a little bit, and she would like go on stage and stuff and dance with Weird Al, or like for him. She was like part of the show. And I completely forget that girl's name. Like dangerously forget that girl's name. Oh, okay. Let's get back to Inhumans. I lost my reference. I'm such a mess. My Amazon tablet is downstairs and not charged because I was obsessing over X-Men Genesis again, and I just kind of like had it next to me while I was like doing some work. I get into modes where I fill up like I just get like crazy stimulated. Like I'll be like working on the website, reading a comic, writing something, like working on a logo, working on a website, working on IT work, like researching something. And dude, I love those like insane, like productivity, like nights. And that's what Lace Night was. Yeah, that's what Lace Night was. In high school, Jeremy would come to school. Wow, and these custom baseball jerseys, and everybody was like, "Oh, cool, dude. Where'd you get that?" It was my dad's. Dude, awesome. Dude, the white and nerdy song. Yeah, he did the rap better than Child Millionaire guy wrote this. Yeah, dude. Like that. But the yeah, the white and nerdy too is like, dude, it is. I just do. I would be fine doing like a Weird Al stream in some way where we just talk Weird Al, and I'll just draw like a tribute picture, because he's just like beyond. And he like skipped, right? Like, didn't he skip like 2 or 3 grades, maybe more, in school? He was like a kid genius. Like that's what I mean. Like, I just love it when people take shit like this for, like, you know, like they just take Weird Al just like for granted. Like, they're like, oh, he just exists. Like, he's just exists. Like, not a big deal. He's there. It's like, no, it's like this dude went up against type, like he broke through and kind of, you know, became something. And there's just so much like that's admirable about that. It's just in like saying like fuck it and breaking through. You know, and you kind of have to, you know, like you do that when you are smarter than the guy next to you. I know this is Karnak, right? Karnak. I just what is the fish guy's name from the fucking Inhumans? Like, I should know it. The fish guy. What the hell? I keep wanting to say Attila, and it's not fucking Attila. Yeah, and then there was like no way I'm not fucking drawing Lockjaw, right? I mean, there's no way. Which is good that Gorgon is later, because I don't know, everyone. Like, to me, the Inhumans, it's like almost like the X-Men. You know, like, there's really 3 characters you associate with the X-Men. It's Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Wolverine. And, you know, people are like, what about Gambit? What about Beast? It's like, but it's like not like if they made like an X-Men movie again, which I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're working on it right now. But like, the characters that you have to feature is Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Scott Summers. Okay. If you do a Inhumans anything, you have to include Medusa, Black Bolt, and Lockjaw, and that's it. But I know they had Lockjaw too for that that TV show. Here we go. Dude, I can't believe it's almost like 10 o'clock though. Jeez, man. Like, I came home, I fucking died. The only thing I wanted to do was find like the footage of that Jim Lee Just Imagine that I've already shot, to review it, to see if I should redo it. And I fucking couldn't even like get there. Couldn't even get there. Because I'm a motherfucking mess. Yeah, try it. See the. Oh, why can't I? Oh my god. Yeah. Try it. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, dude. Like, music is such a mystery to me. I tried to teach myself guitar I don't have a musical mind. I really don't. I should have went for like lessons though. All right, so let's get here. The Inhumans, like here we go. Thank you, Justin. Again, too, the value of sketchbook challenges, because like when would I ever sit down and just say, like, hey Pete, how about we doodle some we work on some Inhumans today? Like I would never say that. Never. But if you participate in a sketchbook challenge, like again, you are forcing yourself out of a box. And that is the most valuable thing, a part of it. And then we'll do some light gray and dark gray. We won't do blue for some of his white. Let's just do some light gray here. Then we'll do dark gray for the rest of his mask. Oh, this one's done. Yeah, and I guess story-wise, right? It doesn't even matter if Fox had anything to do with it, or if they were really at a rivalry with Fox. But the whole idea that they really try to amplify the presence of the New Mutants in the Marvel universe, and just kind of really just making these Terrigen mess, this MacGuffin for everything, really diminished why the Inhumans were cool to begin with. But yeah, I don't know. We're kind of in a little bit of an age where we see these corporations completely diminish their characters and intellectual properties, and I think we saw that with especially with Marvel Comics. And I mean, we're kind of seeing it right now with DC. Right? We're watching a slow crumble of all the DC IPs and properties that make that company. Yeah, I don't know, the logos you go into Target for. It's fascinating. And I kind of I always battle in doing more videos about that stuff, but I hate doing reactionary videos because at the end of the day you're usually wrong in what your snap reactions are, and it's just I don't want to be wrong just to grow a YouTube channel. See, I don't know if some of that even works. So now, like, the tough thing's going to be too is to color. Like, I'm already trying to think about like how best to color her hair. See, like, I don't even know if I should have her like hands up like that. I don't know. I don't think it looks right. I don't think it looks right. Edit as you go along. That is that's drawing. Like, I don't know if the hand should be in a different position. If it should be like more. Yeah, maybe like more like that. Maybe I don't know. I don't think you see enough of them. So when they're like in frame, I don't think it works unless if it's like you see like the tips of the fingers maybe. Which actually that could kind of work though. Yeah, that works. So we'll just do that. Cool. We got crystal. So I kind of screwed up too. I didn't do any lettering for Black Bull here. So we'll have to think of something. But everyone, the akapad.com is like it's so getting there. Like, so many years I spent developing it, and to have it really be this like reservoir of my content, it is like it's going to explode. I may run like every single future campaign just through there, like no Indiegogo. I may do it. Yo, Justin, dude, that's true. Dude, Justin, you literally just sobbed like you just saved the whole fucking the prompt. Cause I didn't want to wipe this out, but dude, that's so funny. I love it, dude. No, dude, I was looking down. Now I read the joke. The joke's solid. The joke's solid. The joke rolled foul. We're gonna try and make a little bit. It's already 10. I may have to. Son of a bitch! I may have to jump ship everyone just so you guys know before finishing this. Just so you guys know. Doing like a real cheap version of their logo too. But you know what too? Like the more you copy logos and stuff, the better you become at like identifying why they work. So, like it definitely pays. It may seem like anal and remedial at times, but that is like when you just, if you're trying to unravel like the arts and why things are different, or if you're trying to like produce something like why is like such and such, like why does their stuff have a different result than mine? Copying will like change that. It really will. It'll give you just enough of that insight for you to kind of go in a good direction. So we're going to get this number 8 here. I did so much of that here blind. And here's the funny thing. When it comes to Medusa, I mean, you can't act like she's cool. And she's like she's the number 2 of this franchise, if we're calling it that. And it's just like there is nothing like, I don't know, like maybe I saw like a couple drawings of Medusa that were like just aesthetically, like craftsmanship wise sound, meaning the artist like clearly understood their like materials and things like that. But I don't know, like, has Medusa ever been just like one of those characters where people are like, oh, like what are they doing with Medusa? Like, what are they doing? It's like, no. Never. And I do feel like Medusa hurts the franchise because visually she is she's just not appealing. I don't know if that's even like blasphemous, but whatever. YOLO. We're giving Medusa the classic mask here. So this is what I'm worried about. I'm really worried about like too much red. Maybe a little bit lucky that this marker is very light, as in like it's almost dying. I'm just trying to see how, I mean, because like going darker too is just not going to, like make this hair, and then I would have to hit it with some of the whiteout, and I know that the whiteout's not going to register 100%. So let's see here. This is where I just get very, like not annoyed or like agitated, just like perturbed in because I always view, and this is like a little bit of my 9 to 5 coming in. like I always view as like solutions are simple. Like oh, here's a problem. Like it's simple. What are we not doing? Like how do we move forward from here? So when it comes to drawing, in my eyes, it's always what's simple. Like what's the simplest way to demonstrate something or to show off something. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Oh, ayo, K Dick in the house. So sorry. I was zoning out there. Cheers to you. We're drawing the Inhumans, one of the least popular but forced franchises in the entire Marvel universe and Marvel Cinematic Universe. Welcome to it. Yeah, the one thing that I'm grateful for these streams is that people just get to see why I'm behind. Even though like I really haven't done any like on a on the weekend. But you kind of see like how much work goes into just one of these. Like one of these small 1-to-1 size pages of a American comic book. Of just like how much effort I'm putting into every single panel. All right. You know, hair-wise, everyone, I think... Holy crap, I think I got it. I think I pulled it off, right? If I toot my own horn, it's going to be for Medusa here. That we made Medusa work with some Crayola mother effing markers. You, me, the AKA Pad Army. So now it's like, can we shoot? It's almost like I know that the orange isn't orange enough. Yeah, see, it's just the orange just blends. It's almost, I think it's the paper. I think the paper just absorbs too much of that orange. So it just perfectly bleeds right into red. I just wanted some shots of yellow here. Couple shots of the yellow. So we're we're not tagging any of these characters. Right? I mean, we're kind of falling short of our own art direction here. We'll do some Tiffany blue for the beveling and shadow of the Inhumans lettering. So maybe I can like make some of the backgrounds here like maybe like a little bit more universal. We're giving this girl purple lipstick too. We're not giving her red lipstick. I mean, not bad though. Like we're in a little bit of a good zone here. Crystal is completely like almost like a complete waste. Even comic book wise, like the purpose of Crystal never utilized. Literally there for the Marvel bullpen to draw as like eye candy. It's like just Baywatch, yeah. Every comic book team needs 5 or 6 Baywatch babes, and Crystal is the Baywatch babe for the Inhumans. I even have to check. I know she's got blue eyes, right? She's almost just like an analog too for Sue Storm, right? Like, is that like a fair assessment? We're gonna give her blue lipstick too. We're just sticking to these like very basic color sets. See, so over here on the left, we have Maximus, who did overthrow the Inhumans, I think 3 times now. He's like, at least that god-awful TV show wasn't me. And then she's like, he said, what? Ew. So I always make my girls talk like Valley girls. You need some reference for Lockjaw. Good reference. See, like right there, the Marvel Universe one, or the Marvel handbook. Oh, okay, cool, dude. Yeah. Dude, Justin, no joke, dude. I think what you're creating, dude, let me know. Like when you're done with it, let me know. Maybe I'll buy it off of you, dude. Like, no joke. Because I love what you're doing so much, Justin. Seeing you to pick on Twitter might be hard to see. So okay, yeah, dude, go ahead. 6H pencil for the win. All right, so let's do. I forgot that he kind of has he had like a mustache at one point. Dude, drawing dogs and animals is still a motherfucking weak spot, but we're just going to do it. We're just going to say to hell with it. Some of this Karnak here is like bothering me. This Karnak needed a little bit more shadow. All right, let's draw a giant, insanely powerful dog here, everyone. Guys, I think that is GE. That is good enough. Okay, probably keep it in a big collage. Keep it every year. But I'm still doing some of these standalones like the Medusa. No part of the collage. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a part of it too, dude. Like and Justin, really. I got maybe I can toss you something too. Like maybe if you want to do like a commission for one of my books, dude, I would love it. I would be grateful. I just think like I said, dude, your style to me connects with like folk art, and that's a weird compliment, I know, but I think it's meaningful. I think it means a lot. You're probably just like, what the fuck does Pete mean about folk art? He's obsessed with folk art. Dude, I would love it if like Lockjaw and like the Beast from the X-Men like had their own fucking like mini-series / like adventure. Yeah, I think that is just like, dude, that's a winner. We'll do some light pink for his like lips and stuff. Maybe like around his eyeballs too. Just around like, you know, like just like there's like some hint of tissue and muscle and slime. Look, you can get sophisticated when it comes to these Crayolas too, but my surface area is just like, you know, it's not welcoming of that. But we try. Dude, there is just something. There's like something sticky and inky that I smashed into the paper, and I don't know where. I guess maybe a chunk of something. I gotta deal with that because I can't close the book until I fix that. Let's do some borders. I still have to figure out what we're doing for the like any type of background effect for these. Not quite there yet. Yeah, dude. Yeah. To do a piece of trade. Yeah, just like something, dude. All right, dude. I'll talk to you in a little. Justin, I love you. Love you so much. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so let me see. We might have to be a little surgical here. And where the heck is my razor at? Right here. Always keep a razor near your drawing table. But see, like, there's something right here. It's like straight up ink. How funny is that, right? We're going to put some white out over that just as a precaution. Just kind of like right there. Like we'll do like a little bit of a trickle. Yeah, and then we'll do some nice cool specs here for Medusa to break up where some of her stuff just doesn't quite connect. I'm using white out here just to break up, just to like really add a little bit of extra texture. All right, so I still have to figure out, like maybe gray. I kind of want to have like a universal color here to make it all pop. I guess we'll do the lavender pink, like right here. we'll just have like just some cross hatching, just shots of color. See, like just stuff like that. It just makes a huge difference. This will also unify the next these two pages also. Dude, I am like picking up blotches of ink. I feel like it's everywhere. And I don't know where it's coming from. We have another one. Like right here. Where is this coming from? Not good, everyone. Not good. All right, grabbing that. Yeah, we got to see some of this like unwanted white out here. So cool. All right. I think we're there, everyone. Way longer than expected. Jeez. But hey, we're there. We actually, I think we did some good things tonight. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, everyone else. Thank you, Total Excellence. Thanks, KD. Love seeing all you guys in the group. Let's keep going. Rock and roll.